These are the haunting final images of 21-year-old Elisa Lam, a Canadian student of Hong Kong descent. Her death has become one of the most mysterious cases of the 21st century due to its strange, eerie circumstances and chilling details. Because Elisa Lam's story has become so widely known and information about it is abundant online, today I'll give you a brief summary to help you get the full picture of the case. Based on the information available, I'll offer objective conclusions for you to consider, whether it was a tragic illness or a darker force behind her death. Let's go through this together and find your own answer. On January 26, 2013, Elisa Lam traveled alone to California. On January 28th, she checked into the Cecil Hotel. After 3 days at the hotel, January 31st was supposed to be her checkout date, but that was also the last time she was seen alive. The eerie elevator video showing Elisa behaving strangely was recorded that day. Nearly a week later, on February 6th, police made a public announcement about her disappearance, and her family also traveled to help search. Yet it wasn't until 13 days later that Elisa's body was found inside a rooftop water tank at the hotel. Her body was discovered after hotel guests complained about weak water pressure, unusual taste, and discoloration. Tragically, guests had unknowingly used the water containing Elisa's decomposing body to bathe, brush their teeth, and even drink. 4 months later, on June 20th, police officially ruled her death as accidental drowning, stating that Elisa had likely climbed into the tank herself and couldn't get out. Conclusion: 1. A paranormal force. Many believe supernatural forces played a role in Elisa's death, and this theory is not without reason. Let's analyze the chilling elevator footage released by the police. Initially, Elisa enters the elevator normally, clearly calm and not afraid. But then her behavior changes. She presses multiple buttons, seems confused, and then peeks outside the elevator anxiously. She appears to be hiding from something or someone. Her increasingly erratic movements suggest fear, then paranoia, and possibly hallucinations. Some interpret her hand movements as communication with an unseen entity, or as signs of a psychological episode. Synchronicity and strange coincidences. There are several uncanny coincidences surrounding the case. The movie Dark Water, made 10 years prior, features eerie similarities. A haunted elevator, dark water, and a girl drowning in a rooftop water tank, just like Elisa. A tuberculosis outbreak occurred near the hotel shortly after Elisa's death, mainly affecting the homeless population. The test used to detect the disease? It was named LAMELISA. Elisa's university in Canada coincidentally houses a prominent tuberculosis research center. On her last day, Elisa visited a bookstore called The Last Bookstore. When you search the zip code of this bookstore on Google Maps, it leads to a cemetery in Canada, the same one where Elisa is buried. Such strange overlaps have led conspiracy theorists to speculate that Elisa may have been part of a biological experiment or a pawn in a larger plot. Conclusion 2. Mental illness. Police took 4 months to investigate and eventually concluded there was no foul play. Elisa's belongings weren't stolen, her body showed no signs of trauma or sexual assault, and toxicology reports found no illegal drugs. However, her prescribed bipolar medication was found, but the amount left suggested she hadn't been taking her medication regularly. Elisa suffered from bipolar disorder, a serious mental health condition that causes dramatic mood swings between depression and mania. When unmedicated, a person may experience delusions, hallucinations, and irrational behavior. Elisa had shared her struggles online through her Tumblr account. At the hotel, she initially shared a room with 2 other women, but was moved to a private room after her roommates complained of strange behavior, such as leaving notes saying, "Get out," or "Go away." Elisa also reportedly caused a disturbance in the hotel lobby, yelling, "I'm crazy." During her trip, Elisa also attended a live TV show taping where her erratic behavior led to her being removed by security. She handed staff a rambling, nonsensical letter intended for the host. With all these facts, the police concluded that Elisa's bipolar disorder, combined with stopping her medication, caused a psychotic episode that led her to climb into the water tank and accidentally drown. The theory suggests she undressed due to hypothermia, a common response in late-stage exposure. Final thoughts. Whether you believe she was the victim of mental illness, supernatural forces, or a larger conspiracy, each theory holds pieces of the puzzle. The case of Elisa Lam is a tragic reminder of the dangers of untreated mental health conditions and the importance of awareness and support for those suffering. What do you think the truth is? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. I'm Tak from Historical True Crime Channel.